Clutch Buckets Podcast. My name is Josh Tyson.
Adam Spence.
Their profession, our passion. You're caught though. Check ball. What's good, Cal? We back at it, my boy.
Happy New Year, Tyson. Happy New Year to everyone. We got to start somewhere. But again, how you been? How's everything in your world, Tyson?
Man, life been life, and man, it's been good. It's been pretty cool, man. I can't lie, man. With this basketball world is, it's getting there to the point where I am even putting more passion and effort on the court when I ball now. And I mean, so it feels good. What's up with you, man?
Because I'm chilling, enjoying this basketball season, seeing that we are now in the final stretch now that a few things have passed, and we probably just going to kick it off with a few things that has happened recently. One of them being some of the powerhouses in the West, the Denver Nuggets and the Oklahoma City Thunder, beating the Nuggets 127 to 121, where Jokic scored 36 points in that game, and Murray, I believe, had 39, you said?
Dog out there, man. You don't understand.
What did you see out there, Tyson?
Bro, yeah, you talking about, bro. This is where our passion for the game, man, it really this gives us life, man, all day. When you see two juggernauts, man, going at it like that, bro. Like, bro, they treated this like a playoff game, Kyle. Both ends of the court. Nobody was giving up nothing easy, but at the same time, they were going at each other. I loved it though, man. I mean, just full breakdown of both ends, though. Everybody was getting full blown effort. Braun was like, it brings out, you could really see true basketball being played, especially when it brings out the best or the worst of players. How is Braun over here just pull it? Like, Braun is a set shooter who has to be open. I saw my boy took like 3 contested threes in somebody's face. I'm like, I bet. I see. It's cool, man. I'm with.
Hey, so do you like the outcome?
Oh yeah, all day. What I love about the Thunder winning, it went into overtime. And they did it with Shea on the bench the entirety of the overtime. And I know he wasn't injured or anything. They were just, he just came. This is the first game back. They didn't want to overplay him. But, if they did lose, it would have been, I know it would have been tough to watch. I don't know if you saw Shea had his eyes closed like the whole time, man. It was hard for him to watch. But I'm glad they pulled it out for him, man. It was dope, man. It was really cool.
So as most of the viewers will probably know, that Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was out with an abdominal strain. So he's just coming back from recent injury to play against, again, this powerhouse in the West that really is vying for a second position in the West. So for the fact that they're able to play and get to overtime and then actually win in overtime with the absence of SGA on the floor really is a testament to the largest team as a whole, that they're able to survive, which they have. They haven't lost their first place spot in the West, even in Shai's absence. So what I appreciate about this is that they were trying to send a message, and the message has been heard very clearly, that we are better than you right now.
Yeah.
But in any 7-game series, as we know, Tyson, there's going to be adjustments made. So they're just probably going to attack certain people defensively or offensively, because Jokic is going to get his buckets. Murray apparently is getting his buckets too. But
that All-Star gave him a
he needed it. It's about time. And we're going to get to All-Star in just a minute. It's about time. But they needed more production. Was it fumbling at the end of overtime that caused this loss? Or was it simply they were just outmatched?
They were just outmatched. Bro, you saw, man, that's the beauty of OKC. That coach has everybody on that squad from the first to the 12th man ready to go at it at all times, bro. It's beautiful to watch. Man, the bench completely outplayed them. Do you know on the Thunder bench, everybody was in double, five of the bench players were in double digits. Five of them, Kyle. That's unheard from the bench.
You're right.
From the bench. But I love it, man. And that's a testament to coaching because everybody is ready to step up. Shea wasn't gonna be playing OT. It had to come from somewhere, man. I love it, man. And the defensive effort on OKC's squad, bro, everybody, and I do mean everybody except one person who played last night had a steal. 10 people had a steal.
That's ridiculous.
That's come on, man. I'm here for it. I'm here
The
for it.
defense is incredible.
I love it.
It's also something where they're not protecting the ball on Denver's side
Nah,
at
nah,
all
nah.
in order for that to happen. But since you're talking about defense right now, Tyson, I need to talk about Lou Dort just for a moment, just
Oh
for a
man.
brief moment.
Yeah. It was
Lou Dort was he ejected for that,
he was
or was he
ejected.
just
Yeah. Flagrant
okay?
too.
Lou Dort was ejected flagrant two for basically trying to clip Nikola Jokic as he just recently inbounded the ball. He's running to his spot on the floor, going down court. Lou Dort decides to basically stick his hip out into his running lane to clip him, trip him, hurt him, basically. And this is not the first time that we've even discussed Lou Dort's like defensive prowess. More specifically, he's really started to show himself as a dirty player, and I
Yeah, that
don't
was
like that.
yeah.
And I tried to defend him at first
You can't
when
do it
they
no
were
more,
saying
bro.
that he
It's
was doing
intentional.
some things. It's intentional, unnecessary. It was intentional. I haven't heard any response from him. I have heard response from Jokic saying that an inappropriate action deserved an appropriate response,
Yeah.
and that's why Jokic was highly upset. But I haven't heard anything from him. And
Bro,
that's just dirty playing.
talk about highly upset. Did you see the demon in that dude's eyes and
Yeah,
Joker's
his
eyes?
eyes
I've
were
never seen that before.
intense. It was
That was
intense.
intense, man. I've
Yeah.
never seen that in Jokic. That dude relapsed for a second. And
Yeah, we've seen him do it against one of the Morris brothers before when he was like,
not
I am
like
going
that.
to
The
get you.
eyes, not the
Right. The
eyes. I
eyes
didn't see
wasn't
that.
like that. That's what I was surprised about. And what's the French's name for the Thunder who tried to break it up and he got caught in the fray? I'm like,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
can tell that you do not want any of this smoke
Yo,
right
that's
now.
all.
Just stand down, bro.
I could
So,
imagine where his brothers were at that second. That's the them
yeah,
cats, man. You don't mess with them brothers, bro. That's crazy.
definitely. But either way, I think that this has set the tone because I would love to see a 7 game series of
I'm here
this
for it. I'm here for
anytime.
it. Everybody wants
Matter
to
of
see
fact,
that rematch, dog. Everybody wants to see
there's 7 series matches in the West right now, Tyson. I would sit down and thoroughly enjoy.
every
Spurs against
single
Nuggets,
every single.
Thunder, Timberwolves. We can get to the Lakers in a minute.
Yeah,
But these are some things that are happening around as far as in the West. Now, before that, this prominent game actually occurred, we actually had our All-Star weekend.
yeah,
And I watched it. I think I watched all of it. I did not watch the 3-point contest, believe it or not. I still haven't gone back to it to see Damian Lillard win it for the third time,
yeah,
which was, I think, from what I understand, because we're not going to lie to you on this channel, he apparently looked good
yeah,
due to the fact that he tore his Achilles, last year, and he was still able to come back and win it all. So kudos
yeah,
to him. But most importantly, well, two things. Slam dunk contest, Tyson,
yeah.
is one of the
It's not
worst
good.
things I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's
One of
not
the
good.
worst things I've ever seen. I literally sat down, watched the full thing, and I was upset the entire time.
You know what the clips I showed were most about? It wasn't even about the dunks. It was about that
It
dude
was about the
dancing.
failures.
No, it was about the dude dancing.
Ooh,
The dude
oh,
dancing after he dunked. That was it.
yes.
That was it.
That's all
That was the
because the
most hype
dunk was
around.
not that. At
You
least
know,
he didn't push off an E40. Good for him. But other than that,
come on, dog. They
I
need to
am
do something.
tired.
Like at this point, man, just let's go ahead and get rid of it, man. Put in the one-on-ones. Like at this point, I mean, and some people are saying there's no more dunks to see, but there are. It's just, are these basketball players just don't, especially the stars, they don't want to do it anymore.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And
And that's
that's
what
the
I
problem.
hate. I
It's
hate
supposed to
that
be the
so much.
all-stars doing the slam dunk. But
Yep.
why do we have randoms doing the slam dunk contest in the all-star contest?
Yep.
That's what I.
Did you know that there was, according to Vince Carter, or he said that they offered $1 million each to the following players. I can't remember the fourth one, but it's Vince Carter, Tracy McGrady, Kobe Bryant, and I can't remember the fourth.
Mhm.
But I can't remember who the fourth was, but just assume that that's a high flyer superstar in the league at the time. And the other three turned it down. Vince Carter said, I'll take the million, I'll do it. But the other three declined that offer. So the fact that you said that the stars aren't being a part of the All-Star weekend is a very true testament when it comes to the slam dunk contest. I know that they want to continue to use LeBron James as a scapegoat for everything, but he is in this case because his warm-up dunks are far better than anything that we've probably seen in some of the most recent slam dunk contests. And now it's just something that's no longer a spectacle. Just cut it. Put in the ones like you said, Tyson. When we see those women at the WNBA and what they're doing over at I can't remember what the name of the league is, that they're playing ones.
It going at it.
It is, they
Going
going
at it.
at it. I am
I would love to
thoroughly
see.
enjoying
I
that.
would love to
So
see
I'm
it.
like, why would y'all not put that here? Now, the All-Star game format was actually good. They competed all the way to the end. Now they ran out of gas at the end, but they competed to the end. The old heads were spanked by the young ones that decided to
Right.
come in and destroy them. But when they were playing USA versus World or Stars versus World or Stripes versus World, that was a great time to see,
Yeah.
buzzer beaters, game. They were all attributed to Wemby saying that I'm going to go in there and play with
From the
pace and
get-go. I
play
love the effort.
right. I'm
Why can't we do
competitive.
that on the Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
No, no, you're right. Go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I love the effort. He established from the get-go, I'm going at y'all. I'm
Yep.
going at y'all. I don't understand why US folk can't do that on our side, but I loved it. I loved it.
The only thing that I've seen in a recent interview with Draymond Green and Skip Bayless, I don't know why I sat down and watched part of this, but
I'm
I did.
surprised you watched
I'm
it.
not
Wow.
happy about that. I
Wow.
just like basketball, so I must
I'm
have just
surprised you
listened in.
even mentioned that in here and gave them
I'm
kudos.
ups-
Oh,
I'm upset, but he did have a point. Draymond Green had a point. He said, when you are actually, if you really value the All-Star game as the pinnacle of all things for that weekend, you need to treat it as one. He
yeah.
said the prep work that we take in order to get to the All-Star game, the amount of hours of on the bench, massages, working out, stretching, everything, all of that time prior to the game needs to be factored in if you really want to see us play an all-star game. If you're not going to do that and we're just out doing press, community work, and all these other things,
That's
we're
true.
not going to give you the best effort because you're going to be
We
like, you're
have
not
non-forgottables.
mentally or physically prepared to do it.
Yeah, that makes sense. That
I
makes sense.
want them to do something with
Yeah.
that. So either way. In the meantime, we did talk about LeBron James. It's probably this was 21st All-Star appearance,
Mm.
and he is on the Los Angeles Lakers. As we have seen, and I've said this from the very beginning, this was a bold prediction. I stood by it and I continue to stand by it. I even made a bet with my nephew. Shout out to Camden. I said that you are going to see the Los Angeles Lakers in the fifth or sixth seed by the end of the season. I think I'm doing pretty well so
You're
far.
doing
What do you
great.
think, Tyson?
You're doing great. I mean, that's I mean, yeah, you predicted that well. And I don't see that changing at all because Golden State isn't getting any better. The Phoenix aren't
Mm-mm.
getting any better because they got injuries.
Dylan
And
Brooks, yeah.
nobody else is even wanting to go into playoff content. Portland ain't trying to go nowhere. Memphis ain't trying to go nowhere. The Clippers were on the streak, then they broke up the whole team. They blew it all up. So
Yep.
I mean, six seed is right where they're going to be. I don't think, yeah, you're right. And so that means they play like Houston, most likely, or
Mm-mm.
Houston, Denver, or Minnesota. They're all tied for third.
That's a sweep.
As
That looked like a sweep to me.
my goodness. But at the same time, I mean, who would you rather? Who would you rather? I mean, you want OKC? You want San Antonio? That's what I'm
You don't
saying.
want
That's
those
tough.
problems.
You don't want them problems, dog. Yo, I'm loving it though. Another second year first round sweep. So here's my thing. If they get booted in the first round again, Kyle, who gets the flag?
Um, who's
Who
going to be the
should?
scapegoat or who
Who
should get the
should
flag?
get the flag? Based on recent history.
Um, I don't, that's such a good question.
'Cause my thing
I,
is,
I
Darvin
don't,
Ham got y'all to the conference finals,
right.
and he got booted.
That's true.
They
I
got
don't know.
booted first round.
It has to be management. Management deserves a flag if I'm thinking about it because the idea of thinking that Luka Doncic and LeBron James can coexist on the court for two highly ball dominant people
Yes,
with very large egos and I'm sure strong opinions
yes,
who are also have a passive aggressive emotional style to them.
yeah,
You're going to create a problem where you can coexist for a period of time, but you're not gelling as a team. It's like
no,
you get yours, I get mine. And now you've added in a young buck in AR-15 Austin Reeves, who's clearly could be the future face of this particular franchise if they decide to quote unquote build around him. Luca is also future face of the franchise, of course. But
yeah.
how old is Luca? Because he feels 34 to me. How
He
old
feel-
is Luca?
I think this dude's only like 27. That's good.
Oh
Because
my gosh.
yeah, he is 27. Yeah, right on money.
Dog.
So
He feels
he
34.
does feel 34, the way he's moving. I will say though, I couldn't imagine, and I know LeBron probably never gonna say this. One thing I can respect about LeBron is his work ethic. You know, how he gets his body ready, how he's been
Mhm.
in longevity is because of how he takes care of himself, his health.
Yep,
And you can't knock his work ethic. Can you
absolutely.
imagine, Cal, having that type of work ethic, that type of mindset day in and day out, and then looking at your co-star and what he does on a day in, day out basis? Because you're not going to tell me, you're not going ever going to convince me that Luca has a great work ethic.
I don't believe it. I
Just
don't
not.
believe it.
And I'm not just look, I don't know what he does off the court, but it just doesn't look it. But I see the effort that he puts on the court when it
Mhm.
comes to defense, moving without the ball. I
Mhm.
have you ever seen this dude cut?
I don't think I've ever seen him make a cut. No.
I
Uh-uh.
going
I haven't seen
going
him. I
going
don't
for
even know if
loose
I've seen him off the ball screen before. I'll have to look again. Like,
off
have
the
you
ball
ever
screen
seen an off the
because he
ball
knows he's
screen
going to
before?
get the ball. Yeah,
Right.
right. So defense, effort when it comes to moving without the ball
Mhm.
and going for loose balls. So
Yep.
I'm just talking about effort and work ethic in the game. If it's like
Hmm.
that in the game, I could imagine how horrible he is off the court. Could you imagine? Like, I'm just imagining me as a
Yeah.
ball player and the work I try to put in on the court. If I got a cat, man, that I gotta see day in and day out, I gotta go battle with this dude every day. And he's
Mhm.
putting in not even half the work I'm putting in. I could imagine how infuriated he is with Luca. And like you said, it's that passive aggressiveness that just builds up over time. I
Yeah.
can't, bro. I mean, what do you?
And now you got DeAndre Ayton out here,
Oh
aka
my God.
Dominate, and talking about don't treat
Yeah.
me like I'm some type of
Listen,
Clint Capella out here. You wish you were Clint Capella at this point, because Clint Capella knows his role and he plays his role well. DeAndre Ayton is an up and down, unpredictable
sir,
player in this
sir,
league that
sir.
his emotions have clearly superseded his talent
Yes,
when on any of the teams that he's been on,
yeah,
where people are hearing about, I hear he's a bad
yeah.
locker room guy,
I could
as
imagine.
opposed to,
I could
man,
imagine.
he'll get you 10 rebounds and 10 points. He's a double type. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yo,
awful,
it's
Tyson.
awful, bro. And he's another one of those delusional players. And yo, talking about the inconsistency. He had 4 points one
Yep.
game. Next game, he had 21
20
points.
something. Yep. And then he
The
went like
very
two
next
points
game,
in
he
that.
had
Yep.
2 points.
2 points. Yep.
Yo, did you see the numbers in the Clint comparison and the Clint Capella and the Andre?
I mean,
Yo, yo, and he doesn't want to be Clint Capella, by the way, who's had a great career.
great career.
Great
Great
career.
career.
Everybody wants this dude because they know how
Yep.
consistent he is.
That's right.
So DeAndre Ayton in his mind is a superstar, and Clint Capella is just a role player. Can I read out some career stats for you?
Please do.
Career average for for Clint Capella is 12 points per game and 10 rebounds.
Double double.
12 points and 10 rebounds. So you would think, I bet DeAndre Ayton, he been balling. He been beasting. This
Kind of
dude,
be.
he a 2010 type of guy. DeAndre Ayton career stats, sir, are what? Let me see. 16 points per game,
Hmm.
10 rebounds per game.
Hmm.
Do you know what he's averaging this year? 13 points and 7 rebounds.
So he's on a decline because when he was with the Phoenix Suns, I felt as though he had more utilization because probably of the system.
Yep.
His complaint is that he feels as though they should feed him on the block. This is how I'm interpreting it. Not that this is what he said.
Yep.
I'm interpreting it as feed me on the block and watch me go to work. What work? You have no post game. You are a rebound and
Yep.
put back type of player.
Yep.
You are a set a screen, slip, catch the lob, and that's your type of game. You do not have a feed me the ball game, sir.
He doesn't have that dog in him, man. He's never put his hand up like, yo, give it to me in the post. Let me, what? That's not
Why would,
even you.
but
Most of
Tyson,
the
think
times when
about
they
this.
bring it, put it down to him, he'll pass it right back up.
I have a question. Why would you? Why you have LeBron James on your squad, Luka Doncic on your squad,
You're the fourth option.
Austin Reeves on your squad.
The fourth
I might
option.
even kick it to Marcus Smart before I say, let me feed DeAndre Ayton.
Yo,
Why would I give you the ball?
why? Yo,
Just,
if
just
I'm
get these
everybody else,
rebounds, bro.
you complaining? Bro, go get it off the board. Go get it off the rim. What?
Is he even? I think he's not even starting, right? Am I tripping? Is it Jackson Hayes?
No, he's starting. I think
Okay.
Jackson Hayes is coming soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need some fresh energy because that ain't it.
After what he said, I know they ain't playing that, bro. I know LeBron like, who is you, bro?
Right.
Like, by the
And
way,
you know Luka gonna be like that too. So
Suns got rid of him. And yo, my thing, here's my thing, right? All right. Suns, it was decent. They got rid of you. because you weren't about
Yep.
that life. They realized, oh, we ain't gonna win with this dude,
Yep.
especially in the playoffs. That dude tends to disappear. So he goes to the Blazers. By the way,
Yep.
Blazers had nobody at this point. Remember, what old boy
Nope.
was gone.
Yep.
Damon Lillard was gone. So
Yep.
if you were decent to be a well, he was an all-star one year, wasn't he? Has he ever been an all-star?
Maybe when he was with Phoenix, but I don't remember that. But I don't.
Hold
Why?
on, let me
Why
let
would
me
he have
look at
been?
it.
Look that up for me.
He has not been selected as an NBA All-Star. You ain't even been an
Okay.
All-Star. Let's
Right.
just throw that out there. You haven't even been an All-Star. In your mind, you a star, but you ain't been
Yeah.
an All-Star. So in your mind, you wanted to lead the Suns because you wanted more of a superstar role. Bet. All right. So you go to the Blazers, who really ain't got nobody. This is your time to shine. This is your time to really
That's
go
right.
in. Yo, he goes to the Blazers. We don't even hear from this dude. We thinking, I bet he was so his um Blazers averages, he averaged with the Blazers 13 points and 8 rebounds a game as the primary, as the primary go-to dude. You the
We see
primary,
the
bro.
prop. There is a common denominator
Come
here,
on, man.
Tyson. And the
Come on.
common denominator is him. Here's the thing. He's Bahamian. I'm Bahamian. I hate talking about my fellow countrymen like this. I want these people to win. Him, Klay Thompson, VJ Edgecombe, even though Klay Thompson is not Bahamian, he's just of Bahamian descent. I want these people to win.
Yeah, bro.
When I hear this type of foolishness, I have to hold your feet to the fire.
Yo,
You're the problem.
you're the problem. And yo, you know it's a problem too when that's why I love, player podcasts, people who play the NBA, their podcasts, because they give that real insight. They're like, what?
Mhm.
Clint Capella is a dog. Clint Capella is
Yeah.
we would yo out they were like, yo, the Lakers would love to have Clint Capella
Oh,
on the
oh
what?
my
Because they
goodness,
said first,
Tyson.
we know he's gonna be a dog in that paint. He ain't letting
That's
anybody
right.
walk in that paint. He's gonna be
That's
a
right.
great defender, and he's gonna play his role on the pick and
That's
roll
right.
all day.
That's right.
Yo, if they would trade Aiton for bro, they would trade Aiton and picks, and they would trade half their bench with Aiton for
That's
Clint
right.
Capella.
I would trade Marcus Smart, DeAndre Ayton,
Yes.
Gabriel Vincent,
Yes.
and money for Clint.
For Clint Capella all
And
day.
I think that if I'm the Hawks, well, where's Clint now? Is he still with the Hawks?
No, Clint with the Blazers, eh? I mean, not the Rockets.
Oh, and he almost like, I would totally do something like that
Yeah.
because that makes more sense. You
does.
need more role players that actually respect their role. The Lakers have the talent of potentially like a Miami Heat,
Yeah.
but they can't capitalize on it because the people there have so much ego. And LA is just full of just ego built, ego driven players at this point. You can't have that type of system team type of setup like some of the people, aka the Boston Celtics, aka San Antonio Spurs, and some other these other teams out west or east. You need someone who has the ability to say, I don't care about the points I score. I just want to be impacting wins.
And see, that's
DeAndre
the
Ayton
problem.
isn't doing that.
He doesn't want to do that. And yo, for you to say this out loud, bro, just shows
Right.
how toxic that locker room is. Shows
Exactly.
how toxic
Exactly.
you are, sir. It
You
really
playing with
shows. Cause that
legends,
means
dog.
and yo, and somebody was sending I was listening to this one pod the other day. They're like, that's exactly how you talk your way out of the NBA.
Yep,
Because you
that's
don't want to
exactly it.
accept your role. I bet. Yo,
And you're gonna be considered a problem.
you know who's a prodigy with that? Yo, Todd Gibson just signed another deal. I think it was with the Grizzlies. He just signed another deal with the Grizzlies. He's
I
40.
thought that man retired.
40. He just signed another deal, bro.
That's right.
But
He knows his
he
role.
knows his role.
That's right. Like you need,
DeAndre, they
I give you these 4 rebounds and 3 points, but
yo,
trust me, you're gonna get that
you're
four
gonna get
rebounds and
every
three
one of those.
points.
My thing is everybody, DeAndre, every GM and player has
Hmm.
seen really your uh your ceiling. You
He
keep
doesn't have a
thinking you're the
higher, yeah,
superstar. They tried
correct.
it with the Suns. They
Yep,
tried it with the Blazers. You're
yep,
not that guy.
yep.
So they assume, I bet, he'll go with the Lakers and he'll assume his role. He obviously understands what his role is now. Nope. Here we go.
Now, speaking of the dichotomy, you're seeing a stark contrast between the 6 seed Lakers and the 2 seed Celtics out east,
Mm.
where
Talk about
we've already talked about the fact that we've seen the absence of Jason Tatum, who potentially might make a return in the next month or so. I have thoughts about that, but in the meantime, the fact that he is out, we traded away everyone else that were integral to our 18 banner. And we still have a system in place that allows for Jalen Brown and co-stars and team worker teammates to be able to produce in such a way that they're, I believe, like second in offensive like efficiency or offensive rating and seventh in like defensive rating, second in the East, maybe a game and a half above the New York Knicks, and maybe 2 games out from the Cleveland Cavaliers, and 4.5, 5 games out from number one with the Detroit Pistons. This is on the heels of saying that this was going to be a gap year. This is
yes.
where the Celtics weren't supposed to do anything. I
Yes.
had no hopes. I said this from the very beginning of this season.
Yes.
I said, I am going to have the most relaxing season of all time
All
because the
time.
Celtics weren't going to do anything.
Yeah.
If they don't even make the playoffs, I'm totally fine. And
Yeah.
I have been so silent on social media,
Yeah.
Tyson,
So
because I
where are
was
you
like,
now, sir? Where are you now?
I'm still feeling like we are overachieving,
Yeah.
but that feeling is only because I don't want to get stressed again. So I haven't been stressed this entire season. I'm like, oh, we won. Oh, we won again. Oh, we number two. I'm taking screenshots
Yeah.
of when we are in the standings. When we got to second place, I took a screenshot. That is in my Google photo because I was like, I want people to know we once were second place in the
We
East,
were. We
and
were.
it's supposed to be a
Yeah.
gap year.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I could almost take that same screenshot every week, Tyson,
Yeah.
because they're still second in the
Still.
East.
Still.
39 and what? 12?
Yes.
I feel like that's our record right now or something like that. Probably more. I know it's 39, but point is, the fact that we are playing so well is a testament to Joe Mazzulla as a head coach, as much
Real
of
talk.
a jerk that
Preparing
sometimes
everybody.
he appears to be. He's incredible. He's incredible. I remember that they were saying from the beginning, when they were doing summer camp, and they were preparing for the season, they said, most of the players said, this was the most intense, hardest camp that I've ever been a part of in
Really?
my entire career. That's
Really?
what they said. I remember this vividly. They said, I have never been in a more intense preparation mode than I've had this particular
I
year.
did
And
not know
so that has translated to wins. So Joe Mazzulla deserves the award here.
Oh,
And then
damn.
of course Jalen Brown is a close second. And thereafter Derek White, Peyton Pritchard, and team, man, they're balling out, and Tatum has not returned yet. Tyson, I feel as though we could go to the finals here.
I will say, man, that's another testament to the coach, man. I know we are praising the Thunder's coach, but Missoula, this, like you said, everybody gave up on the Celtics for this year. They were supposed to be bottom of the barrel. Okay, let's get
Hmm.
some picks by tanking out, like some of these other teams. Missoula
Yep.
went in there like, what y'all talking about? We ain't wasting the year. We're gonna have, bro, the way that I thought Derek White was gonna step here. This has been Pritchard's breakout
Oh,
year.
yes.
The consistency, and yo, he's coming off the bench,
Yep.
which it's
Yep.
surprising because why would you? But I see it. He has to be easily the sixth man of the year this year. It's
I don't
insane.
even know if he's played enough on the bench because he was in the lineup and they took
Yes.
him out. They put Baylor Scheinman in. Um, but that bench role serves him so well
So well, yes.
because who's going to, there are very few bench players that can compete on his level.
Yes.
And I think you and I talked about this before, Tyson. When you take Peyton Pritchard and Vucevic off the bench, and
That's
now they're
nasty
playing
work.
bench
That's nasty work.
squads.
That's
It's
nasty.
not even close.
It's not
Go
even.
ahead.
That's the beauty of it, dog. And Vujovic is a start. Both of these are starters.
Facts.
Starters, man, coming off the bench. But it's not like even though Jalen Brown's having MVP season, it's like
Hmm.
everybody is prepared to put in that work. I mean, from Hauser to Vujovic to Gonzalez to Harper, like everybody's been. What do you think about your boy Queta?
I love Venus Kata, man. Kata is out here doing the Lord's work. He is actually what DeAndre Ayton wished he was.
Yes,
So that is exactly why I love him. He's a large, he's a big man.
yes,
Long limbs, defensive presence,
yeah.
collect rebounds. He could push the rock if he needs to. Only thing he doesn't have in his arsenal right now is like passing. His passing isn't that great,
No, it's not.
but he is a dog. We have a team of dogs. We
That's
have a team of dogs,
everybody
period.
wants.
There's no way around that statement.
Everybody wants. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think that's the beauty of y'all, man. Everybody wants to go get it. Like it's
Yep.
usually, man, when you have teams like that who will start. Look at the Pacers.
Yeah.
Look at the
Yeah.
Pacers. That's what usually happens when you lose your star player, especially
That's
for a whole
correct.
year. It's
That's
like,
correct.
I mean, we'll try and get it in, but we're gonna wait till our star player. These
Yep.
cats are playing like they're contending for a championship.
That is correct.
That's
That is
wild.
correct. That is
So,
wild.
so I will ask then. I don't know if you were finished.
I'm finished.
Should he come back?
Yes. Yes. So now here's my thoughts on that. I understand that it's been a 10-month recovery process from a torn right Achilles tear, um, tendon rather. And the fact that medical magic has been so more advanced in these years than times past. I've torn my Achilles before, Tyson. It took me close to 2 years to even feel like, okay, I'm confident enough to play on this again. I'm confident enough to jump on this again. This man was dunking probably 3 months in. This man is deadlifting 400 pounds right now. He's doing all the stretches. He got his Achilles repaired the next day in less than 24 hours. No atrophy could have probably occurred within that short period of time. The preparation that he's put in has given me the hope that it just makes sense that the next graduating step from playing in the G League, not G League, practicing with the G League guys to now doing 5-on-5 scrimmages. I'm not sure if he's doing that with the team or not, but I'm going to assume that he's either about to do that with the team the next week or so to probably go into the G League after that to get some reps in and coming back to the court. You have to now show the product of the hard work that you put in over the past 9, 10 months. and you have the opportunity to strike while the iron is hot. The Celtics are doing well. You know how people sometimes be like, I'm afraid that you're going to mess with the chemistry. You're adding a 30-point player to your team that has played with the team his entire career, who's been following and on the road with the teams almost every game, who is in the locker room and in the video room watching film with you, who is a part of all the huddles. He is the franchise player. Why not? Why not? Now, Kevin Garnett, and I'll leave it here. Kevin Garnett is my favorite player of all time. He said, you need to get your wind back, your endurance back, because it's a two-way game. You might be okay on offense, but they're going to really be trying you hard on defense, and you might not be prepared for that. It would be better if you work out during the summer, really do a true ramp up for the beginning of the next season. But what if you have a chance to win now? That is always my question.
My
I
thing,
think we can make it to the finals without Tatum right now. So imagine if we go to the finals with Tatum, we could probably win it again.
my rebuttal though is you're throwing this man in right before the play because most likely he's not going to come to the end of March if he comes.
Right.
You're throwing him in right before the playoffs, Cal. So like in game isn't like practices like your 5-on-5. You already know this.
Mm-hmm.
Like him getting his rhythm back, being comfortable playing on that foot in live game situations.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think, bro, that's gonna take a couple months. Like getting back into full game scenarios, trusting your body, trusting how you play, fully getting. So you talking about you only giving him like a few days before the
Oh,
playoffs
that's really
start?
cool.
That's
That's
tough.
fair. That's fair.
That's
That's fair.
tough. That's because you want him to have a good feel for the game, man.
Right.
You want him to feel comfortable out there and not force his body to do anything. And then at the end of the day, too, why not wait? It's not like he's 34, 35 on the clock. This dude's still young. Y'all could easily run it back next year fully healthy. That's just my take. Why
Okay.
why
That's not a bad take.
why
It's
take
not a
the
bad take.
why take the risk of him possibly re-injuring himself? 10 months after Achilles? That's tough, guy. I know they need technology, but I mean, test it
You know
out
how,
first.
well, okay. You're correct. You're not wrong. I almost feel like, remember Adrian Peterson tore his ACL? And people like, this is a career-ending injury
Yeah.
in the NFL. Or when Russell Westbrook tore his ACL and Patrick Beverly sideswiped him. These were career-ending injuries in sports. You only know how good the new technology is and how good new medicine is when you try it. I don't necessarily want Tatum to be the guinea pig, but I also don't want him to limit himself to say, man, traditionally, this is a year and a half recovery time, as opposed to 10 months. But you feel they've done the tension, strength testing, everything. You feel as though you could go now. I don't mind, maybe because I'm not the one with the injury, to say, let's try it out. So I get what you're saying. Time is far better than him trying to come back now. I would just love, oh my gosh. You want to talk about the NBA scripts. You want to talk about the motion picture. You want to talk about a documentary. Tyson, imagine if
I'm
We
listening.
win this year, and Tatum came back on that floor.
The
Tyson,
ultimate, the ultimate.
thug tears. Thug tears. I would be shedding thug. I would be like that one gift from America's Next Top Model where she crying and doing this. I'd be like that's happening.
But
Yo,
Cal,
man,
remember
that's
at the
it.
beginning of the season where you said this is going to be an off season for you, and it
Yes,
felt good. You didn't have your emotions
it
invested.
sounds great.
If Tatum comes back, Cal, the
The
stress
stress
is
comes
coming
back.
back.
You're right.
Probably.
You're right. Yeah. So let me selfishly say, stay out because I don't need that type of
You don't
stress.
need you
I
don't
have
need it.
enough stress.
Take
So
the
yes.
year. It's okay to take the year.
Okay, I'll accept it. I'll accept the opinion. I don't agree with it. I just accept it. And we'll see what comes out of it. And God forbid he gets injured again. I'd be like, this was a terrible idea. So yeah, okay, I'll accept it. Now, moving forward as we're gonna come to a close, we got two other teams that are trying to get to that second seed, Tyson. We got the Cleveland Cavaliers on the cusp of overtaking the New York Knicks for the third seed in the East because of the new acquisition of James Harden to that roster, as well as the New York Knicks, who seem to be kind of off and onish, like they're struggling, but they're not struggling. They're struggling right now. I know they're playing the San Antonio Spurs today as we speak. I'm so interested in seeing what the score is for that.
Yo,
If you do
yo,
have that,
they
please
beat
let me
them.
know.
They beat them 114 to 89 just now.
Knicks?
Knicks
Knicks beat the Spurs?
with Wemby with their full squad. I
Jeez.
gotta go and watch that game. I'm watching that game.
Jeez. 114.89. Jeez.
They were, they were smacking them all game long.
Okay. I gotta
That's
watch that.
that's incredibly surprising. I would love to. I gotta go see what happened. I gotta go because that was gonna be my thing. Like, who are the Knicks right now? If
Yeah.
we really break it down, bro, they've been losing to the top teams for a while now. They are
Yes.
incredibly inconsistent. Jalen Brunson hasn't even really been that consistent as well either.
True.
No, I mean, nobody really on that squad is consistent. Carl Anthony Towns, he'll have a game where he goes off, then have a game with like 6 points too. It's like, bro,
Mhm.
what's going on, man? He's not,
I
he
think
doesn't.
the newest acquisition is going to help them so much. Jose Alvarado.
Oh,
Grand
yo,
Theft Alvarado is
yo,
a, no pun intended, a steal. They got exactly who they needed. I hated that acquisition so much because that's a problem.
that's a
That's a problem.
wow. The way he influences the game with his energy is bar.
My
Also,
gosh.
they're allowing him to run the point, and he's
Yeah.
great off pick and
Yes.
rolls. He
Yes.
is great running
Yes.
off. I'm like, yeah, I didn't even know he had a floater and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yo, the
He gets
dude has
busy.
been bought, and his defensive effort and his effort on 50-50 balls is off the
Mhm.
chain, man. Like, he
Yep.
ignites a fire when he comes off that bench. And it's the fire that the Knicks need. You know what I mean? Josh
Hmm.
Hart is cool, but he doesn't ignite any fires. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So they
Hey,
needed that. They needed that.
that's a
Especially, man,
smack.
because
That's a beat down.
who's the dog on the, like, if you talk about dogs, Jalen Brunson really is the only dog on that team. Like, you don't see that dog in Carl Anthony Towns or in the other who's the other Bridges. You don't see it in Bridges for real. So it's like, man, who really wants to go and get it, man?
Mm-hmm.
And Jose, yo, he wants it every time he steps on that court, bro. I love it. I love it.
It's a problem. Now the Cavs, on the other hand, they're like on your left with Captain America and whatever. What's Anthony Mackie's? What was his thing? Anyway, if you ever watch any
Oh,
Marvel stuff,
yeah.
he was jogging around, I guess, National Mall at Washington, D.C. And Captain America kept passing him. He'll always say, on your left,
Oh,
as
yeah.
he's passing him.
Yes.
That's basically what the Cleveland Cavaliers looked like. Like they were going to pass the New York Knicks. I feel as though they've slowed down a bit. Who got injured? Was it Harden that got injured?
Harden. Yeah, Harden got injured.
Was it a thumb or
Yeah.
not
I
thumb?
said
Was
his
it a
thumb.
hand? Okay.
I
Something.
wonder how long
I
he's
was
out.
like, that's a bummer. That's a bummer because they needed that spark, man, because now he's getting everyone involved.
Oh, what's
Evan
a
Mobley's starting to eat
non-displaced
now.
fracture? So they say it's day to day.
I don't like when people play through. If you can't play through the injury, just let out, dog.
Yeah.
Because especially for the playoffs, and especially for Game 7, we've known what his history has shown. He ain't there for him.
Yeah.
So
He
I
ain't back
need
there
him
yet.
to be ready. There are only like 20 games left, Tyson, for the end of the season. That's it. It's a sprint now. No more of a marathon. This is a sprint. Either he sits out, really gets the rest he needs for the playoffs because they need him to get busy, or he really feels as though he can play through that for the entirety of the playoffs.
Yeah.
One or the other, but can't be both. That's just my opinion, but I'm no medical expert.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll wait you. I mean, he'll be back in right in time. I mean, it's day to day right now, so he'll probably be back by next week or something like that. But I will say, man, so the Cavs, one thing I have to respect Harden for doing is always, especially when he comes on a team, the big man always get better.
They get fed. They
Like
get
he
fed.
excels them to different levels.
Yes.
Jared Allen is playing like Embiid right now. It's
Yep.
insane. Like this dude is playing like the best big man in the league right now. This dude is
Hmm.
average like 20. I think Jared Allen, I think one of these games, uh, he had hold on, I'm just looking it up. He has been absolutely balling, bro. He's been
Wasn't he a
averaging
one-time All-Star?
21 and 11
That's ridiculous.
last few games, bro. Insane. Last 5 games. I'm
That's
like, dude,
ridiculous.
but he does he has he has a keen ability, bro, to elevate his big man to the next level, bro. And when the big men are elevated to the next level, man, it just opens everything up for everybody else. Donovan can eat, everybody else can eat. The
Yeah.
only his only issue is stepping into the playoffs. This is when it becomes a problem.
Well, on defense, but
And
yes,
of course,
stepping
yeah,
into the
defense.
playoffs. Yeah.
But stepping into the playoffs, the problem is Harden does not give their full effort. We still haven't figured out what happens to Harden in the playoffs. We have no clue.
That's true.
So
That's true.
something happens, something clicks, and he's just not himself in the playoffs. But the problem is, especially with the Cavs, problem is with Harden being your point guard, if he's off, everybody is off. It throws the whole because everything runs through your point.
Mhm.
So how are they going to counteract that if that does happen? Did Donovan Mitchell just go on the ball, start dominate? That didn't work
He
last year.
has to.
That
I
doesn't
mean,
work.
but it can get them out the first round. It can get them probably even out the second round.
You ain't gonna get your
But you
chance.
can't go farther than that, though. So you do need him harder to actually be impactful.
Right.
Do you think they have a chance to get out the East?
Yo, yo. If we see Harden do something he's never done before, yes.
Okay, so then no. So then
Basically.
we're
Because
literally
we've
having
never
to
seen him.
we're on the hopes and dreams at this point. Like we shouldn't be running the whole franchise based on hopes and dreams. But that here we are. Here we
It
are.
looks
For the
great.
regular
Regular
season
season
though.
looks
Oh,
wonderful.
oh
But
it looks wonderful for real.
I mean, it's what the Cavs have been. A great regular season team.
That's facts. That is facts.
You know.
So until LeBron comes back, I guess you'll see what that looks
Right.
like. But either way, that is all that we actually have
Yeah.
for this particular episode. Much to talk about, much to discuss, much to recap, as we, of course, are going to give you our best discussion and knowledge on the game that we love. Of course, we did take some time off. We needed to regroup, recoup, and now we're back on it as usual. And we just appreciating you guys for taking the ride with us
Appreciate
as
it, man.
well. So with that being said, be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Clutch Buckets podcast. My name is Kyle Spence.
And I'm Josh Tyson.
Be out.
Signing
Peace.
off. The next time, y'all.